The thing about VMI is that it'll bring out who you really are at your core. Growing up, I did not want to go to VMI. It was not something I wanted to do. I wanted to go have my fun in college. My first year of college, I went to like a typical state school. Right when we got sent home for COVID, my house didn't have Wi-Fi. And so my older brother and I, who was also in college at the time, decided to go down to our grandfather's beach house in Virginia Beach. And I finished up my second semester of school down there. I was doing all my classes online. And it hit me then, like all these kids that I was doing online classes with, they were cheating on their homeworks, they were cheating on the tests that we did. Everything was online, so no one cared, no one wanted to try. And so that kind of set me off, and I was like, you know what, this doesn't seem right. And throughout the summer, I had interactions with a couple of guys that were coming down to VMI that year. And of course, my grandfather was always trying to talk me into coming, at the same time as well. And so between those guys that were coming down here and my grandfather, they kind of convinced me to transfer. So that transfer, I think, was something that needed to happen, and I'm glad that it did. It was definitely weird coming in and being told that I was a freshman, a rat again. I was coming in sophomore classes and everything. School didn't slow down. So I was still taking sophomore level classes. And I was in a lot of classes with my cadre, which was really interesting. But once you get done with the rat line, you kind of start to realize like, okay, this is worth it. This is why I'm here. The academics at VMI, I think, are some of the best. Here, the teachers really push you to be better. And I'm so glad that I transferred into that because they really care about your well-being. And it's not about the grades for them, it's about the knowledge that you actually gain, which is a huge deal for me. The difference between VMI and other schools is the commitment that the students have here. You have people that are committed to their sport, people that are committed to their military obligation, people that are committed to their academics. I love going out and seeing people in academic buildings, and they're there every single night, same time, same place. They're always in there studying. And then you have athletes that are waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning, making it to practice, and then coming down and eating breakfast and stuff like that. So it's definitely just a different level of commitment. One of the original visits that I came on, this like 86-year-old man who was doing the rope climb and doing the rock climbing wall in the CPTF when I came on my visit. And at the time I was just like, this guy is crazy. Like, what is he doing? But looking back on that, that was something that kind of inspired me. I mean, I realized kind of at that moment that the people that came here were a little bit different, but in a good way. And so that's the one thing that really sets the school apart, is everybody here is just so committed. If I would have stayed at my state school, I have no idea where I would have been. I definitely wouldn't have met the same people that I met here. I wouldn't have the same connections. It's just a totally different world.